Moin moin and welcome to Ralph's photo booth. Some of my viewers asked me if I could make English subtitles or the videos in English. Because subtitles are a little bit difficult, I decided to make some of my videos in English, but excuse my English, it's not my native language. I try my best. Today I will show you the Sony RX1. It's, I think, the only camera with a full-frame sensor, a compact camera with a full-frame sensor. It has 24 megapixel and it works with a Zeiss lens with 35 millimeter and with 2.0 as the biggest aperture. On the you see here we have two different settings for the distance. We have 30 centimeters to infinity, and we can change it to 20 centimeters to 35 centimeters. So it's for the close-ups, it's for the macro, and you have to change it manually. So it's very important to know this. Then here we can change the aperture. It starts, as I said, with 2.0 and goes up to 22. On the top of the camera we have the dial for the exposure correction, the on-off button, the shutter release, and here we have a custom function button. You can customize the function in the menu. Then we have the program dial, program, then aperture or shutter speed, manual, and 3 different individual settings: film, panorama function, scene program, and full automatic mode. Here we have a shoe for the flash, or as you see, the Sony RX1 has no viewfinder, and Sony offers 2 kind of viewfinders, an optical and an electronical viewfinder. Here I have the electronical viewfinder, and you not only can put a flash on the shoe, but you can also put an electronical or the optical viewfinder on the shoe. So this one, in the electronical one, it's very smart. You can turn it up so you can view from the top and hold the camera just in front of you. I think it's very nice, but it's very expensive. Even the camera costs about 3,000 euro. The electronic viewfinder costs about 500 euro, and the optical viewfinder, I think it's a little bit more expensive than the electronical one. I don't know why, but it is so. Here we have a little flash. You can pop out here on this side. The flash, you can put the flash actually to the top, so it's not possible to make an indirect flash with this one. I don't know why they didn't do it. You can only move it like this. So I think it would be better if you could turn it up. So here we have the different focus. The focus style, from manual focus to autofocus, and in the middle it's a dual manual focus, so you can push the release button a little bit and the camera focus to the point, and then you can correct it manually by turning the manual focus wheel. On the back side we have the LCD screen. We have a dial for different settings. Then we have a function button. We have the big dial for the menu button to go into the menu. And I will show you. I'll start the camera. So, and first I will show you the menu. The menu is like the menus from the compact Sony cameras. It's not the menu which you may know from the next series. So next series is a little bit different. They have like these icons in the main menu, and I don't know, I think this one is a little bit easier because it's very straight and it will find the points very easy. I like this one a little bit better than the one from the NEX. Yeah, here you see the image size, 24 megapixels, and for sure you can change here in the quality to RAW and JPEG modus. Yeah, we have, sorry, wrong direction. We have electronical zoom. We have different settings for the viewfinder and the LCD monitor. You can have a manual focus assistant, I'll show you later, and you can set different buttons, like I said, the C button on top, and the dial you can set with different options. Like you see here, the right button side is set to ISO, and so you can customize it as you like it. So then we have a lens compensation for shading, chromatical aberration, and distortion. You can put on or off. Face recognition, face registration for face detection. Yeah, these are the things. If you review the pictures, here you see the things for the SD card, time and date, and here you have some main setups like LCD brightness, viewfinder brightness, LCD quality, HDMI resolution, and yeah, these are the main things you can change. Language, and one thing I want to show you is the film mode. Here you can change between AVCHD and MPEG-4. MPEG-4 is better if you want to cut the films on an iPad or on a mobile device, because the power is not so high like on an computer you have at home. So if you want to cut at home, you can take AVCHD, but if you are on the go, MPEG-4 is a little bit better and easier. The highest resolution is full HD with 50p, so the film quality of the RX1 is very good. Yeah, this is the short view of the menu. So I put the camera now on the autofocus mode, and we have a little square in the middle if you press the button. So so you can, sorry, I'm in the wrong mode. I have to change the autofocus mode. So, oh no, sorry, I have to go on P. So that's what the reason, because in the green button the camera makes everything by itself. So now you have the square for the autofocus, you see here, and I can move the square wherever I want. So the autofocus point, you can move it where you want, and if I take the autofocus point to here, and now I press the button, you will see it focus exactly on the point where I want to. So that's very easy and very comfortable. The only thing, you can change the size of the square. It's always the same size, but I think it's not too big or too small. When I worked with the camera, it was absolutely okay, the size. So if you go on the manual mode, manual focusing, so you turn the focus dial on the lens, and then you see the camera goes directly in the big view, so you have a very, very good and clear view and can focus very exactly on the point. And if you want to change the point, you see it's in the middle. You only push the button and then it moves exactly to the point where you want to focus. And I think it's very easy, very comfortable. It works absolutely perfect. If you press it a second time, you see it's very, very close. So you have a very, very big upscaling, and yeah, it works really fine. For me, it works really fine. So another point is if you want to change some of the, I want to go to autofocus, sorry. So if you want to change some of the settings, you can press the FN button and you see the most important settings are directly on the screen, like drive mode, flash mode, autofocus area, and on the other side we have the ISO, metering mode, flash compensation, white balance, HDR, and we have the picture effects here, and just before the creative styles, where you can change between different settings. And here we are with the picture effects. So one thing, if you see the little arrows here, you see there's a little arrow, you can change between different settings in this point. So it's very, very important to see if there's a small arrow, because then you can change in this setting between different modes. Like here at the picture effect, you see you have it's black and white, or it's another one. So yeah. You see the dial, you can customize the dial by yourself. So in my settings I have the ISO on this side, and I have the zoom. You can zoom in the picture, double zoom. So, and down I have the creative styles. And up you can change the display mode. You will see we have a level meter, a 3D level meter. And one thing, very, very comfortable thing, is if you go in this mode and press the FN button, you can change the settings very easy, because you only go on the setting and then you turn the dial, sorry. You turn, oops, no, here. You turn here the dial and you go to the different setting on this point. So I think it's very easy and very comfortable to change the different settings of the camera. Yeah, one thing here on the side, you have the start button for the movie function. You can set it up in the menu if you want it always on, or only on if you dial the movie function here on the big dial. So because the thing sits on a point where you unfortunately hit it by accident and you start the movie even if you don't want to, but this you can set up in the menu, so it's a little bit more safe. Yeah, so these are the main functions of the Sony RX1. The picture quality of the camera is really, really good, and it's very detailed and sharp, and you have a very clear picture, even in the low ISO. It's very good. For me personally, in the high ISO, from 3200 up, it could be, for me, it could be a little bit better, but more or less it's very, very good, and it's a very, very high quality picture you will get out of this camera. Yeah, so if you're interested in more reviews, go on my internet site, Foto-Bude.de, Unfortunately, the tests are only in German, but you can go to my Flickr account where you see lots of test pictures, and yeah, I would like to thank you for viewing me, and come back to more videos. Thank you for viewing, and moin moin.